Hi students, welcome back to today's class. How was your Onam holidays? I hope all of you enjoyed it. Shall we start our class? Today we are going to learn the continuation of the fourth chapter History, British Exploitation and Resistance. First, Major Peasant Revolt in Kerala. British Malabar witnessed many peasant revolt. What was the main cause that led to the revolt in Malabar? It was the exploitation and suppression of the landlords and the British. What was the war against? Let's see the answer. The Malabar revolt was against the cruelties of the landlords, including the forced eviction of landlord residents. These landlords' cruelties were carried out with the support of British. Malabar Revolt is also known as Mappila Rebellion because Muslims in Malabar were Mappilas. The British treated Jenmi, that is landlords, was considered as landowners. Farmers of South Malabar were tenants who cultivated the land obtained on lease from landlords. Jenmis exploited with the help of British like atrocities and eviction of tenants. Farmers revolted against this exploitation. Around 22% revolts took place in Malabar. To suppress these revolts, the British raised a special armed police battalion named Malabar Special Police or MSP. To inquire about the frequent revolt, the British government appointed the Enquiry Commission called William Logan Commission. The commission pointed out that the cause of the struggle was the unfair land revenue system of the British. Next peasant revolt in Kerala was Santhal revolt. Santhals were tribes who fought against the atrocities of the British in 1855. The tribes became the victims of the British rule. The main occupation of the Santhals were gathering forest produce, cattle rearing, shifting cultivation, and hunting. The Forest Act imposed by the British made their life miserable. They were prohibited to enter the forest when the British declared forests as protected. The forests that were abandoned with trees required by the British were declared as protected forests. The British widely felled trees from forests to lay railway lines and build ships and for plantation. The British levied tax at higher rates on the forest produce collected by the tribes. This situation led the tribes to fight against the British. Once more, the main exploitation of the British was prohibited to enter forest, high tax for forest produce collected. The main occupations of the Santhals were gathering forest produce, cattle rearing, shifting cultivation, and hunting. Next, Kuruchya Revolt. Kuruchya Revolt was the another tribal revolt against the British. It was organized by the Kuruchya and Kurumba tribes of Wayanad in 1812. The revolt was led by the Kuruchya leader Ramanampi. Let's see the reason of this revolt was imposition of excessive tax by the British. Second point, compulsion for paying tax in cash. And the last point, seizing of agricultural land for non-payment of tax. The British government suppressed the struggle and killed Ramanambi. T.S. Baba, then the sub-collector of Talasheri, recorded, if the rioters could resist one more month, they could control the entire state. Besides the Santhal and the Kurichya revolt, several other tribal revolts broke out in different parts of India. The important among them are Paharia Rebellion, Kol Rebellion, Khasi Rebellion, Bil Rebellion, Munda Rebellion, etc. Today, we learned about the important peasant revolt in Kerala like Malabar Rebellion, Santhal Rebellion, and Kurichya revolt. First, Mapla Rebellion or Malabar Rebellion in 1921. Muslims in Malabar were Mapilas. The British treated Jenmi, therefore landlords were considered as landowners. Farmers leased land from landlords. Jenmi exploited with the help of British. They can't afford the atrocities and eviction of tenants, so at last the farmers were revolted against the British. Next, Kurichya revolt in 1812. It was organized by Kurichya and Kurumba. This revolt was led by Ramanambi. The major reasons was excessive tax in cash than in kind, seizing of agricultural land. Next is Santhal revolt in 1855. The British prohibited to enter forests. The British levied high tax for forest produce collected. The main occupations were gathering forest produce, cattle rearing, shifting cultivation, and hunting. These are the points included in the Santhal revolt in 1855. Hope all of you understood this topic. Thank you.